In this video, I want to discuss pre-validation steps, which are the first steps before we start to execute our idea. Okay, so pre-validation is basically all the steps that we're going to do before we actually going to execute our idea. Sometimes people confuse validation with pre-validation. I will discuss what validation is actually in the end of this series. Pre-validation are all the research steps, all the things that we're going to do to make sure that we actually want to execute it, that we actually want to spend the time and maybe a little of money to do it. So pre-validation is basically combined of a lot of tools and things that we can do in order to pre-validate our idea. It's made of research, which is basically whenever you go on Google, GPT, you checking what other people are doing, you checking competition, you asking questions, you check the market, you Googling your idea, and then you slowly refining to understand what actually your idea is about and how the market looks, how the competition looks, how the potential demand looks. Okay, so this is the first tool, is to do research. The second tool is to go to actual customers which are potentially going to buy your product and interview them, ask them questions, get ideas from them. You'll be surprised how your idea will change once you speak to potential clients. Okay, check with them what is actually the pain. What is the interest in my solution? Is it a real interest, or is it something which is actually coming only from my mind? So customer interviews are critical for the pre-validation steps. Then you can go and also do surveys. You can go on Facebook groups, you can go on all sorts of forums, Reddit and stuff like that, and ask people questions. It doesn't mean I related to that part of surveys. Asking people questions doesn't mean that that's what you're going to do, but it's giving you some kind of an indication what people feel about your idea. And last but not least, I would definitely go to experts, even though you're probably most likely to be afraid, someone will copy my idea and stuff like that. I would most likely go to experts, industry experts, subject matter experts, and ask them what do they think. Okay? Describe what you want to do, describe your research, and ask for their opinion. Those people can tell you a lot, can change a lot about what you may want to do or may not want to do. Okay, so all those are tools for pre-validation. Make sure you do that before you're moving to the next stages.